Camp Podcast. My name is Jennifer Paynter. This is Luke Smith. And today we're covering the heavy hitter protein. Okay, Afterburn was our very first supplement we came out for good reason, because it's one of the biggest gaps that we need to fill in our nutrition, especially for our Burn Boot Camp member demographic. Okay, so over the years, we've kind of expanded our Afterburn. We started with the whey, but now we have the plant. It comes in chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, and then seasonal flavors. Okay, there's a lot of benefits to this. Our whey has 23 grams of protein. Our plant protein has 30 grams. Okay, it has very limited sugar in them. So we got 2 in the whey and 1 gram in the plant. They contain 9 essential amino acids. And they're cold pressed, which means that we maintain the integrity of the ingredients, plus it helps with the absorption rate for us. So protein powder, super important for myself to fill the gaps in my protein needs. But want to break it down a little bit more, Luke?
Yes. So one of the things I just want to hit on this, just because Paynter talked about it first thing, is our protein is cold pressed. And what that really means, like she said, it doesn't denature the proteins. Some proteins that can be finished in heat, they're not going to talk about that. And it's not the biggest deal, but if you guys are looking to optimize the nutrients that you're putting into your body, having something that's cold pressed is going to keep the integrity of the proteins, which just means our body is going to be able to utilize it in the most optimal fashion. And like Paynter said, there's 23 grams of protein in the whey and 30 in the plant. One of the biggest things, you guys heard this in a previous episode, our muscle building amino acid is leucine. In our whey-based protein, we have over 3,100 milligrams of leucine, and that's for only 23 grams. That's going to be the most optimal protein to take, but if you guys can't do it, can't digest it, allergic to whey, that's totally fine. Plant is a great substitute, but again, looking to be the most optimal whey is always going to be your best bet, because with 30 grams of protein in the plant, you're still only looking at 2,400 milligrams of leucine. So again, if you want to be the most optimal, whey is going to be the best way to go, no pun intended, as opposed to the leucine in the plant. But both great alternatives, great to add into your routine. It doesn't have to be just post-workout. I know for a long time we've preached get your protein within 30 minutes. You guys that heard that on another podcast, but you don't have to get it just within 30 minutes. You guys can take 1 scoop in the morning. That's what I had for breakfast today. I took a break from my liquid egg whites and did a protein shake, but did it in the morning, and it wasn't after my workout. So it doesn't have to just be bookended around your 45 minutes at camp time. Take it when you can. Take 2 scoops if you have to. I know for myself personally, I take 2 scoops of Afterburn every single time I do a shake, and that just fits my routine between meals.
Mm-hmm. And some of the tricks and trades also is, in breakfast, we can mix it with yogurt. Ninja Creamies are huge now, so you can make your ice cream.
Still need to buy one of those.
Yeah, those are awesome too. But the good thing about Afterburn is it's a low-calorie option, okay? So it's something we can take that is going to be like 150 calories or less. So we can have it after our workout. We can have it mid-morning and still have our whole food nutrition, okay? So we don't want to take away from our philosophy for nutrition, which is whole food. We can have this before, after breakfast, and still eat, because it's not going to make you super full, and it's not a meal replacement. Okay. Now it can be added with fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, spinach and stuff, and shakes to make it more of a meal replacement. But it is not a meal replacement in nature as we make it. So it is a supplement to help our whole food nutrition is what we're aiming for. So super beneficial on that one. Also, a lot of plant-based proteins are huge in soy. Okay, so some people are looking for an option that's not. Ours is not soy-based. Okay, it doesn't have soy. It is pea, pumpkin seeds, sunflower, and alfalfa. So that's another huge benefit that separates Burn Boot Camp's plant-based protein from everyone else's that kind of just falls back on soy, which is sometimes a cheaper option and sometimes a cheaper quality of protein depending on who you get.
Yeah, I know I don't personally take plant that often, but our plant protein honestly tastes really good. And that's one thing that I think is just amazing how much Burn Boot Camp has grown. I've been in Burn, I think Paynter and I both have been in Burn over 7+ years now. Mm-hmm. And the Afterburn taste has came so far. Our first Afterburn we had was, I think, apple cinnamon, and that was not a fan. But our protein supplements we have now taste really, really good. I think our supplement lines are only getting better. And I know if I don't have whey protein in the kitchen here at HQ, I'm more than happy to take plant-based because I think it truly does taste that good. And it makes my day go so much easier. I know that's kind of what this podcast started with, is why the supplements are important. And having protein accessible, we know, is the hardest thing to have in our lives. And if we can have a supplement that we trust, that we know our body is going to be easy to digest. And that was one thing for a long time. Before I started taking Afterburn, a lot of that added sugar upset my stomach a lot for a while. And I realized once I switched to Afterburn, my body was digesting it so much easier. And I was utilizing the nutrients that I was taking in. I wasn't having, stomach aches, and I was able to, recover, so that I could essentially eat again. Because if I'm looking to perform better and recover better, I can't just rely on one protein supplement to get the job done. I really have to rely on, I want my shake that's liquid, it's been broken down, I want this to digest a little bit faster. So in another hour and a half, 2 hours, I can eat again and start prepping for my next workout.
And you take it in the evening, or make those little mud cakes that people make, and it's not going to sit super heavy on your stomach when you're sleeping. You can wake up feeling a little bit stronger to attack those early morning, mid-morning workouts that a lot of our members do. Afterburn's a great supplement, guys. Highly recommend. If you're not already doing 1 scoop in your day, add it in, okay? Add it in after workout, for breakfast, whatever it is. Try it for 30 days, see how you feel. There'll be a big difference in how you feel, and your body will start to change, because the nutrition is what supports the body composition change, not just the workouts, okay? You've got to fuel your body for the workouts we're doing here at Burn Boot Camp.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll say one last thing. Paynter hit on what an isolate is. And I just want to kind of bring that back full circle. And what that means is isolates are supplements, protein supplements. They're going to be a little bit lower in carbs and fats, typically closer between like 0 to 2 grams. And ours isn't a true isolate, but it is extremely low in carbs and fats. So that's why Paynter just hit a double clicking on that. Just, you should be taking this along with something else, is essentially what I'm saying. So if I'm taking my post-workout Afterburn and then half a banana, or Afterburn plus some pineapple, because pineapple is going to have some of those healthy sugars for you guys, again, to restore your glycogen storage. You guys are flex your fitness. You guys are getting swole right now, building muscle. So make sure you're replenishing that body the right way, every single day.
Yep. Supplements, not replacing.
Yep.
All right. 2 claps on 2. 1, 2.